Hey you guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that I don't talk about enough on my channel, I don't think, and on my social media, depending on where you're viewing this from. As many of you know, I have addiction in my family. I had a father who was sober my entire life. I had a brother who unfortunately passed from a suicide, but a long battle with addiction preceding that. And I was watching Mama June tonight, and something that Dr. Ish said really stuck out to me. And it reminded me of something a friend of mine said after we lost my brother. And Dr. Ish said something to the effect of, I have the quote written down in my phone that I'm using right now, so it's gonna be paraphrased. But he said something to the effect of, the addict is not the sickest person in the room. The sickest person in the room is the family that loves them. And I can't tell you how true that is. My friend Luis Delgado, who I have talked about on this channel before, he's otherwise known as the dope doctor. He said almost that verbatim to me when I lost my brother. He said to me, you're still sick with his disease. And that is, listen guys, we are all victims of trauma on some level. Whether you have an addict in your family, whether you lost an addict, whether you are the addict, whether the addict hurt you in some way and they're sober for 20 years, or whether it's something else, we have to remember our own healing. And that is something that I love that Ross Rosenberg says. He renamed codependency self-love deficit disorder. Why? Because what do? When somebody that we love is going through something, our love for ourselves, our attention to our own crap goes out the window. So we stay sick, or we wake up wondering how they're doing, or how whatever they're doing is going to affect our day. And meanwhile, our own thoughts about it, our own feelings about it, our own physical manifestations of it go by the wayside. And then what happens is we're so filled with anger and resentment, and we're so exhausted by the end of it, however that ends, whether they get sober or, God forbid, go the other way, we completely lose ourselves. And it's like we have to completely start over again. And there are people who find this out late. And my wish when you watch this video is that you are in the beginning of this journey. That your loved one is still here, and that you're just searching for answers in the beginning. I was one of those that was searching for years. My friend Luis Delgado, he has the Couch Live. I would blast that show through my whole house for years when my brother was going through his stuff. And honestly, I feel like, I've always said this too, whether you're an addict or not, going through the process of recovery should be a requirement for everybody. Because it really does just bring you back to yourself. Even if it's just saying the Serenity Prayer every day and living it, really truly believing in it and living it, it could be life-changing. and just checking in with yourself. Like, these are just a couple of tips. I guess I'm channeling my friend Trinity Phillips now because I'm giving you guys some tips. You know, just really, he's the Dharma guy, by the way. I'm talking about the dope doctor and the Dharma guy. Anyways, so, yeah, really, we have to get ourselves centered first. And if I understand if you're in the midst of it and you feel like you can't, just start small, because you are sick too. And I don't mean that in a malicious way. I mean, you deserve and you need some self-care. You need, whether that's to reach out for help, you deserve to do that for yourself. Because whether they are gone or whether you're still holding on to resentment and they're 20 years sober, either way, you need to heal and you deserve to heal. And the best way to start is to just make sure you put how you think and how you feel as your priority. Because as cliche as this is gonna sound, you need to put your oxygen mask on first. You can't help somebody else if you're drowning or if you pass out or whatever. And I just was really, like, I immediately took out my phone when Dr. Ish said that on the episode tonight, because I don't have cable anymore. We got rid of it, so I watch everything later. Like most people now, we all stream. And I saw the episode and immediately took my phone out. And I wrote the quote down. And it immediately brought me back to the conversation that I had about you're still sick with his disease. And you know what? The people who love and endure something like that with somebody that they love, it really is traumatic. It really can be, and it usually is, whether it turns out great or not. And it will come back up if you don't deal with it. So that's my advice. Whether you reach out for help, whether you dive into addiction books. And that's another thing, okay? It's great to understand where the addict is coming from. It's great to understand the disease of addiction. But be very careful how obsessive you become with that aspect of it. Because that is also codependency and self-love deficit disorder, diving into still how you're going to help them. It's great to have a basic understanding of the disease and a basic understanding of healthy ways that you can help. But the best thing that you can do is to process your own emotions, figure out your own emotions, and remember who you are. Remember that you have your own identity, your own existence. And if you've lost yourself like they have, or not similar to how they have, but if you've lost yourself in their addiction, you deserve to find yourself too. And who knows, that could be the example that they need if they are not yet on the path to recovery. Alright, so I just got really inspired to do 2 videos tonight, so I don't know when this one and the other one will be posted. Might just do them both on the same day. And I will talk to you guys later. If you are on Instagram watching this, give the page a follow. If you're on YouTube watching this, please subscribe. Share this video with somebody that you think it could help, and I will talk to you guys soon.